This is Rudra from Indian Tech Academy, and today in Rudra's talks, today we will be discussing about 10x rule. The first thing is, what is 10x rule? So according to 10x rule, you must set a target or a goal, which is 10x what you can achieve or what you can think, which is 10 times what you can achieve and what you can think. 10 times gives you it to achieve 10 times what you think. You need to give 10 times more effort. Just forget your capacity, whatever you can do or you cannot do. Forget your capacity. Focus on hard work and discipline. And the second thing is to set your goal 10 times higher. Whatever you're thinking, set your goals 10 times higher and you will get 10 times more happiness, 10 times, and you need to do 10 times more actions to achieve that 10 times higher goal. So when you are setting a higher goal, then you will be end up with more success. You will end up being more successful. What most of the people do is that most of the people usually set their goals very low. They think they don't believe in their capacity, whatever they can do. They don't put much effort, they don't take much action. So what you can do to set the goal is like you can start with setting goal or objective by most of the people don't set too high goal. Their goals are like very low type of goals, and they are being very conservative while setting goals. So what you can do is that you can take massive action to achieve those goals. I will be talking about the actions, that how to take action and the different type of action that people around the world basically take. So 10x rule gives you a thing like how you can multiply the values. It is basically when you are setting your goals 10 times higher than whatever you are thinking. Like you are thinking that you can only achieve to this much, but you are setting your goal 10 times higher than that. So when you are setting your goals 10 times higher than that, and you are taking action 10 times more, massive actions, and you are multiplying the values that you are giving to the society or to the whole world, then it is very easy to say that multiply the values, but it is very hard to do. And another thing is, don't blame the external resources, like this thing happened, that is why I did not do it. I could not be able to take action, and all the external factors. Don't blame the other external factor, and don't underestimate yourself that I cannot achieve this goal. When you set 10 times higher goals, then don't ever doubt yourself or don't be very conservative. Don't underestimate yourself. So that is the first thing that you need to do. So another thing that I like to explain is, when you are setting goals, like high level goals, set a high level goals that serve you, and that set a goal that scares you and excites you at the same time. Okay, so when you are setting your goal, make sure that scares you and excites you. The first thing is, set your goal, be clear about that goal, and take massive action to achieve that goal. The second thing is about the controls. So what are the things that you need to control, or what are the things that are in your hand that you can use to achieve those goals? Basically, if you think about the situation and other factors, then you will notice that 95% of the factors are within your control, and only 5% are the external factors that really drives you, or really really stops you to achieve your goal. The first thing that you can do to control to control yourself and the goal that you to achieve your goal is that you can take responsibilities. Successful people don't blame others. They hate the blame game, and they take massive actions. They don't they don't refuse anything, they take responsibility. If it is not happening, then they take responsibility there. If your business sucks, then they think that I suck, you know. That is how successful people take every responsibility. If their business is not working, they take the responsibility that I am not doing something wrong, that is why my business is not working, instead of blaming others. Okay, they take actions in regular basis. And the second thing that you can do is become resourceful. You know, have lot of resources. If you want to be successful, if you want to make videos on YouTube, then you have a lot of resources. You can use your earphone, you can use your smartphone, you have laptops and other things. But most of the people make excuses that I don't have this, and I don't have mic, I don't have a camera, and all these things. So don't make excuses. Be resourceful. Whatever you have, just work on it. Okay, so the give solutions instead of being instead of blaming others. Give solutions with a pool of resources that you have, like you have your smartphone, you have your laptop and other things, that you can use them to make videos, you can use them to motivate people. And the technology growing technology will help you reach more and more people. Okay, if you are doing any kind of business, if you want to expand your business, if you want to brand yourself, then there are a lot of resources that you can use to get to the people around you, or get to the people of the whole world even. So, and another third thing that is within your control is, like, just successful people control them. The main thing is that they hate the blame game. They don't blame others, they take the responsibilities, and they don't blame even the external factors, or they don't have the resources, the right kind of resources, or all these things. They don't blame others. And the fourth thing is solutions. They find the solutions internally. Successful people find everything in their own way. They think about the steps. They think that how they can use their internal, that they use their mind, they think. That is why the book's name by there is a famous book of Napoleon Hill, that is Think and Grow Rich. It's Think and Grow Rich, that is thinking. So when you think about something, when you think about the problems, then you get the solution in the in your mind. You get the solution. So that is how success people do. They control all these things. And success is not something that happens to you. Success is something that happens because of you, and because of your actions that you take. Okay, so there are a lot of variables that is around you, like there are a lot of external factors, a lot of variables around you. But don't blame the variables. Instead, take the responsibility, take all the control of the everything around you, and take all the control. Okay, then only you can be successful. Okay, and another thing is that if you think that the problem is within me and the solution is also within me, I am both the problem and the solution, then you will get everything in your life. But whenever you are getting somewhere stuck, or you are having some problem, then just think that every problem, whatever it is happening with me, that is because of me, and whatever it is happening with you. And another thing is, that is in the 10x rule that you can do is, there are a lot of actions that I have told, that to achieve your goal, you need to 10x your goal. 10 times you need to set 10 times your goal. So to achieve the 10 times higher goal, you need to take 10 times higher action. So there are 4 kind of people in the world, like according to the actions that they take. So the first kind of people, they do nothing. They just they think that I can't achieve this goal is too high, I am not made for this and all. So these kind of people, I am not making this video that how to achieve 10 times more about those kind of people. I don't. And the second kind of people are the people who retreat. The people who retreat just try for 1 time or 2 time. After that they retreat. They think that they are the tired people, the old people, and this is not the video for them also. So these are the people who retreat. This is and remember guys, success is not going to be a very smooth journey. It is going to be very hard. It will, life will punch you very hard, and you need to get up and go through it. So when you are when the people who retreat, basically there is a cognitive dissonance will happen in their mind, that if I can achieve or not. There is a cognitive dissonance between two kind of thoughts. So that is why they retreat. And the third kind of people who take normal level of action, they want to live a normal life. They want to they just take action around according to the people around them. Okay, so these are the normal type of people who take normal actions to achieve their goal. And the fourth kind of people that I really like, these are the people who are going to be successful and who will be successful in their life, are the people who take massive actions. Okay, so when you want to try when you want to be successful, and when you want to achieve your 10 times higher goal, you need to surround yourself with the people who also have the same mindset as you have. Surround yourself with the massive action takers, the people who are insane to achieve those goals. And to take massive bold action, you need repetition. When there is a repetition, you are repeating all these things, you are taking massive actions one after another, repeat in the repetition manner, then only you will success. If you will take massive action only single time, then you cannot. You need to repeat it. And these are the people who are high energy individuals, though they don't slow down, they show off every day. And if you have read the biographies of so many successful people, then you must have noticed that they create a problem to take bold and massive action. They quit their job, they drop out from college, so that they could get into the problem, and then they find out the solution in that problem, and they don't retreat. If you have if I will tell you the story of Thomas Edison, he has failed 10,000 times. Can you believe he failed for 10,000 times, and after the 10,000 times he succeed? These are the massive bold action takers. They have high energy individuals. They find solutions, they don't retreat. Okay, so you need to take bold massive action. And another thing is that going all in. Okay, so when you are taking action, or when you are taking bold massive action, then you need to try a lot of things, because not everything will work on you, because every person is different. And if you talk about in the whole world, every individual is different from one another. So you need to take a lot of things, you need to try a lot of things. Like Thomas Edison has tried a lot of things for 10,000 times. You need the diversity. You need to try all these things. And don't underestimate how many things do I have to. Don't ever don't underestimate yourself, and don't ask that how many things that I need to do or how many times I need to take actions to get succeed. Don't think about that, and be obsessive. Obsession is being transferred to us when you were a child. You used to engage in things. Okay, these are the inherent natural qualities that everybody has, even a children has. If you talk about children, when you were children, you used to engage with stuff, you try to learn things, you try to discover new things. And for the obsessed people, persistent idea, image, desire, all these things matter. And after the people who are obsessed, and after trying a lot of things, another thing that that every successful people should do is that you need to get rid of the fear element that everybody have. Okay, so to get rid of the fear, there are people who are, when you are taking some new action like public speaking, or you are making videos on YouTube, anything, then there is a fear element always hunts you down. Okay, if there is any time to do something new, if there is any time to do something creative, then that the time is now. Remember, the time is now. Don't think what will happen after 1 hour or 2 hour or some year. Don't think about that. Just go on, just take action right now. There is a famous quote by one of my favorite author, Brian Tracy. He used to, in his every videos, if you see his videos, then he used to tell one thing, that if you want to be successful, take action, and take action right now. I love this. And if you want to go for these videos, then you can subscribe to his channel, Brian Tracy, and you can find a lot of useful videos regarding sales and marketing also over there. So let's talk about just when you are having fear. Successful people seek fear. They try to feel the fear element. They seek and embrace fear. They don't try to run away from fear. Okay, they risk themselves. They try to find they try to find the result. They get into the fear element. Okay, there is a famous video of Bob Proctor, who is basically a very famous teacher, who I like to watch his videos and all other stuff. So one of the famous quote of Joseph Campbell is that the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. I really love this quote. So you need to get over your fear. You need to get into that cave to achieve whatever you are thinking, whatever you want to achieve that 10 times higher goal. You need to get over fear. So there is, Bob Proctor say that fear kills a person faster than a bullet. So in order to get rid of the fear, you need repetition. Okay, so he also, in his video, I will give you the description of that video link in my in the description link. So you can go through this video to know about the fear element and all those things. He has explained it very well, and I like his video. I personally recommend you to watch those videos. So Bob Proctor said that there are two kind of minds any human have. One is conscious mind and one is subconscious mind, and the body is connected to the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is the emotional mind, which cannot reject, and the conscious mind can accept and reject things. Whatever you are listening, whatever you are hearing, whatever you are seeing, whatever you are looking, anything, any power that is coming to the conscious mind has the power to choose. It can choose which is good, which is bad, everything. It can accept or reject. And when it went through the conscious mind to the subconscious mind, there is a barrier between conscious and subconscious mind. The subconscious mind creates a self-image. What you are, what you believe, the subconscious mind shows you. It cannot differentiate between reality and imagination. So when any kind of vibration of thoughts that get into the conscious mind, it basically shifts the paradigm, and accordingly your body gives the result. So there is a terror barrier in our mind. Okay, you need to cross that terror barrier every single time through repetition. That is the comfort barrier. You need to cross that, and then only you will get the result. So let's talk about the excuses. Most of the successful people don't make excuses. They don't blame others. They don't make excuses. They take the responsibility. So let's talk about excuses. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to measure your progress. When you are setting your goal 10 times higher, you need to measure how much you are trying. You need to measure your success. You need a performance indicator in your life. If you are going to gym, you need to check your fat percentage. If you are doing a business, you need a metrics data, or you need to analyze data. How much growth is there, how much profit I am generating, and everything. You need to measure all your progress. When you're setting 10 times higher goal, you need to measure every single thing in your life. And when you will measure, then you will forget to excuse. Make things to feel better. Our subconscious mind is programmed. Get out of that program and stop making excuses. Measure everything and don't make excuses. And the fifth thing is time management. Successful people knows the value of time. They don't waste their time in stupid things. Okay, so if you you can only, when successful people only blame themselves, they don't blame others or the external factors. Whatever there is beyond their control, they don't blame them. The results depends upon how you use your time. When you are setting 10 times higher goal, then one more thing is that most of the people forget that they have a limited amount of time. They forget that they are mortal, and most of the people think that they are going to live forever. That is the main mistake that they make. That is why most of the people are broke. They can't get whatever they want in their life. They want a car, they could not afford it. They want a house for their family, they could not afford it. They wish things they don't want. So the result that you seek depends upon how you use your time. Successful people leverage their time. They used to optimize their time. They get some time for themselves. They get the best out of their time. That is how they manage time. So when you are trying to manage your time, you need to set the priorities. Okay, when you are not setting the priorities, which things to do first, then there is a cognitive dissonance will happen in your mind, that I should do this thing or that thing. So what successful people do, they just make a daily routine for they fill up their calendar and make a daily routine for themselves to get rid of that cognitive dissonance. They make things clear. They plan their day. So when you're setting a higher goal, you need to plan how you can achieve that goal. So when you're planning to achieve something, when you're planning to achieve your goal, you need to plan from basic. First thing, you need to plan your day, you need to plan your week, you need to plan your month, and you need to measure your progress. You need a performance indicator, you need feedback. So why you should not set the priorities of whatever you are doing? So the main priority what I have is, I need to set my goals higher. Okay, I need to do this one first. For my business, I need to study this. As I am a marketing student, so the first thing that I need to do is study marketing. So that is my first priority. I need to spend most of my time in studying marketing. I should not read other books. I should not read novels and other story books and something. So I should set my priority. And another thing is that you need to manage time, you need to command, control, and squeeze your time. Squeeze your time and get most out of that. Get every drop of your time. Calculate where do you use your time. Okay, measure your time, and to optimize your time, you need you need to automate things. You need to get things done by others, so that you can easily available in multiple. So like I am a teacher and I want to optimize my time. I can easily make a videos, and I can be present everywhere in the market. So know your time and know where your time is going, and calculate your time. So then after that we'll be talking about criticism that most people don't tell you, that most people don't tell people what you are going to do. Okay, successful people don't tell that what they are going to do, so they will not get that criticism. They does that because they don't want other people to judge. They will evaluate when you're telling your ideas or your anything about other people, the people around you. They might criticize you for that. They might evaluate your idea, and when they will evaluate your idea, they will criticize you. Okay, criticism is very common, and you are in the remember that you are in the right way. When you're responding to people, try to deal with criticism, and you can get success by consistency and persistence, guys. Remember, don't and people are made to criticize you. They can't see you. Then if you look at most of the people, that the people around you, even if your friends, family and other, they don't want you to see you succeed. That will make them feel uncomfortable. They don't want you to live the life that they dream. So look into the depth of that criticism. You might get something that is really wrong with your plan or your idea. So don't go into the depth of that criticism and and think logically. When someone is criticizing you, don't behave that don't respond very quickly. Just think logically, and just try to find out. Sometimes the criticism is not always bad, so try to uh, look into the depth of criticism, so that you will get the idea about all those things. So there are many characteristics of successful people. I will be also talking about that characteristics, the 36 characteristic that is most of the successful people have. So what successful people does, that they used to repeat things in their when they repeat things, that gets into their subconscious mind, and they focus on the right things, and they focus on what is right, not focus on who is right. Okay, so let me talk about that, the 36 principles that successful people, the 36 characteristics of successful people. The first characteristics is have a can do attitude. I can do it. Make that attitude. When you're doing something, successful people think that I can do it. They don't think that they don't even have a doubt that I cannot. And believe in yourself, figure it out. That is the second attitude. And the third one is they focus on opportunities rather than the problems. They love challenges. They seek to solve problems. And persistence till you are successful. They are risk takers. They like to be unreasonable. They are dangerous. They like to be in danger. They create wealth. They readily take action. They always say yes. They will never say no. They are habitually committed. They commit to things, go all the way. They are focused on now rather than the future and past. They demonstrate the courage that they have. They embrace change. They don't resist change. These are the characteristics of successful peoples. They determine and take the right approach. They think about things and take the right approach. They break the traditional ideas that people have in their mind. If you talk about the business ideas of Uber and Ola, even they don't have any taxi business, still they are owner of the most of the taxi of the world. Be goal oriented, be a mission, be on a mission, always be on a mission of achieving your 10x goal, 10 times higher goal that you have. They have a higher level of motivation, the internal motivation. They are always motivated. They're interested in the results rather than the process. They're mostly interested in the process and the results of the whatever they are doing. They have a big goal. They have a big dream to carry on. So they create their own reality. They don't depend upon others. They think that everything is in their hand. They can do anything. They commit and first they commit first and then figure it out. They're highly ethical people. They like to be in group rather than being alone. They're dedicated to continuous learning. Successful people never stop learning. They learn their whole life. They like to be uncomfortable. They reach up in the relationship ladder. They are highly disciplined. Guys, remember, discipline is the most important factor that every successful people have. If you can discipline yourself, what you should do is that whether you want to achieve anything in your life, you can achieve it. Successful people are highly disciplined. Whether you want to do things or whether you don't want to do things, they are disciplined. They just do it. I hope this video has given you a clear idea about how you can be successful, how you can set higher goals and all those things. And I hope this video has given you the basic idea. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, and I would really appreciate whatever the video is. I don't know how the video was, but I hope this video will be helpful. I've read this book 10x Rule by CARDONE, and I found something interesting, and I tried to summarize the video, summarize the whole book so that you could be benefited also. You can use I just optimized it. The book was very big, so I tried to find out the most important factors that was in that book. So I hope this video has given you the clear idea about this book, and I hope this will give you and this book has helped a lot of other businessmen to set their goal higher and to grow in their business. I hope this will help you also. Thank you guys. This is Rudra signing off.